I'm now absolutely delighted to be joined by Francis Slakey from the APS's Public Affairs Office. Now let's kick straight off. What's happening Thursday this week?
So look, we all have our particular concerns about what's happening in Washington right now, but I can guarantee you that everybody here at this meeting has one concern in common, and that is the federal research budget. And on Thursday, President Trump is releasing his outline of the budget. We know already that there's going to be big cuts at agencies, significant cuts at agencies, and some of those cuts are actually going to touch science agencies as well. So at the least, we know that there's going to be big cuts at the Environmental Protection Agency, as much as 27%. There's going to be cuts at NASA to Earth Sciences, and there's going to be cuts to DOE.
So given that it's a draft budget, what is it that the APS is going to be working on to impact some change?
So it's a draft budget, but we already know some of the details. We'll know all of the details come May, but the Washington office has already been in touch with a lot of congressional offices, so we actually are quite prepared for what's coming. And we began getting prepared for this back in January in a discussion with unit leaders, and what we realized, and I'll be frank, is we don't have enough champions for science in Congress.
Right.
We don't. And so while we can make the case, we will not win votes until we build the champions in Congress. And so we're working with unit leaders starting this week to actually target congressional districts. We've targeted 30 of them, and we're now going to encourage our membership to go out into those districts and actually make the case for science, show them how important science is in the district so that we can build those champions for science.
Now there are about 10,000 people here this week. What can people do to help?
So people who are U.S. citizens and have an elected representative can actually contact them and tell them about the importance for science. We don't expect them to do that on their own. It's a tricky thing to do. It's tricky to be effective and persuasive. So the Washington office of APS provides scripts. We have a Contact Congress booth right now. Anybody who's concerned right now can walk over to that booth, tweet, send an email, sign a letter talking about the importance of science.
Fantastic. Now, it's not just Thursday's budget that you're engaged with at the moment, is it?
That's right. So that is a huge issue for everybody here at the meeting, for the 50,000 plus APS members. We know that they're concerned about the federal research budget, but they have a lot of other interests too. And so there is a crisis in helium supply in this country. There are some PIs who's seen the cost of helium increase 250% in just the last 7 years. It's becoming unmanageable. We work on that. We work on H-1B visas. We work on a number of other issues that we know that our membership is concerned about.
Now, America has got a long and proud tradition of leading the world, if you like, in terms of science research. How important is it within the current political atmosphere that remains the same?
It's crucial. When President Trump signed an executive order that actually created a travel ban, the outcry from the scientific community was immediate. And what was very interesting was to hear the concerns of the industrial community. So I spent a couple of days just talking to our industrial members about this. And to a person, every one of them, and these are people in leadership positions in industries throughout the country, prominent industries throughout the country, every one of them opposed the travel ban. Yet every one of them raised another issue, which was H-1B visas and the importance of maintaining the flow, the free flow of scientists. So that actually has now become a critical issue in the Washington office.
Well, Francis, thank you ever so much indeed for joining us today, and best of luck with the rest of the conference. Thank you.
Thank you.